You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello everybody, welcome back again to another edition of Sports Live, brought to you by BlueClouds Media. My name is Neil Zion. Yes, we're live again with an ultimate Premier League showdown preview between Chelsea and Aston Villa. Can Chelsea keep their unbeaten streak alive, or will Villa put up an upset to a Stamford Bridge? And we'll get all this breaking news and in-depth analysis and the predicted lineup on our show right now. The provision lineup for Chelsea is already up. Let me see where we are there. Sorry, I'm a bit late today, but yeah, I apologize. Very, very early, 7:35 p.m. and a.m. right now for me, so it's very, very early in the day. But yeah, let me put out my provision lineup for Chelsea as it's been revealed about a few minutes ago. All right, we are discussing this right now. I think 3 changes prior to the last Premier League game. To this game, it looks like we got 3 changes, and we might end up seeing Caicedo in the left back row. I think it's the right back. The right back. We don't have Gusto on bench. Caicedo in the lineup. We have Robert Sanchez, Fofana, Cucurella, Neto, Caicedo, Lavia. So we have Lavia in there. Enzo Fernandez also in there, the same lineup. Maybe Caicedo will shift to right back if Jackson Palmer. So it's a strong lineup. It's a strong lineup against Villa today. Yeah, very, very strong lineup, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing now. A very, very good lineup. And I think it will not disappoint. It will not going to disappoint at all. So, looking at the bench, also, Judges Tosin, also there. Yeah. in a bit. That one. Yeah. Right. All right, we have Sanchez, Fofana, Cotwell, Cucurella, Neto, Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, then the Jadon Sancho, Palmer, Jackson, substitution, Jorgensen, Philip Jorgensen. I was hoping that this guy could be the goalpost for us, at least for today. So Enzo Fernandez, Enzo Maresca is realizing that he's made a big mistake, huge mistake from the beginning of the season, where everyone was tipping. Everyone just said that why don't you put in Philip Jorgensen instead of Sanchez? It's showing. Look at the performance against Heidenheim. Performance was brilliant, superb performance, terrific performance by Philip Jorgensen. What else can we all discuss? But yeah, three players that we're all hoping that Enzo Maresca could play all these players at the same time in one starting lineup. Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caicedo, and Lavia all in the game, but it looks like Lavia might shift to a different role. I mean, Caicedo might shift to a different role. Guys, I really apologize for my lateness today. I overslept. Did not hear my alarm going off at all. So we're already late. Very late, but it's still we can still do something. I just dropped the link there. If you guys have any concern with his lineup from Enzo Maresca, let me know. I almost say Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Maresca, let me know in the comment section below. Why is it showing this way? My lineup is a bit thin, and I wasn't expecting it to be that small. Let me get it on a different angle. I'm trying something new, so it might not appear the way I wanted it. Let me see if I can enlarge in my media. All right, a bit. Work perfectly for me. Now, moving. All right, so I'll save it like this for now. Hopefully, it wouldn't have it should be all right. I mean, guys, if you're looking at it, I have sent a link there. Like I said, I have sent a big up to you, Tyrone. Big up to Mama, like Tyrone, Chelsea section in the building, guys. Chelsea section in the building. Makeem said big up to me. Big up to everyone in the chat today. Says Makeem said, I hope Enzo doesn't get is it Mallet by Morgan come on McKean. Let me take that again. I hope Enzo doesn't get Mallet by is it Morgan McGinn? Oh, okay. Joe McGinn, Morgan McGinn, and those guys. I hope so. We all know that Enzo's strength is not Enzo's weakness is the strength in that midfield. But technically, we know he's a good player. But that strength sometimes can weigh on him. But let's hope that it doesn't affect him in this game. Because talking about possession game, we do have it. We definitely do have it in there. Keeping possession, we're more organized than Villa. Villa is struggling, guys. Villa has been struggling. I think from what I was reading earlier on, I think the last 5 Premier League games, Villa have lost about 3 of them. Let me get my information right. Yeah, if you look at the last 5 games to today's game, Chelsea have won 3 of them, drew 3 and drew 2. Won 3 and draw 2, and Villa have lost 3 and draw 2. So that is where we start. Villa drew against Juventus, drew against Crystal Palace, lost against Liverpool, lost against I think Braga. Braga, and also lost against Tottenham Hotspur. Whilst Chelsea won against Heidenheim, won against Leicester City, drew against Arsenal, won the last one, and then drew to Manchester United. So with Chelsea, they drew to who you think that they should draw or win the games. But then if you look at their performance, the last 5 games, it's been much impressive than Aston Villa. I'm not so sure of the total record or the stats in the Premier League in the last 5 Premier League games. Unless I move away from here, which I don't want to do that right now. Else I'll distract what I'm doing now. Makin, good. Is it afternoon, right? Is it afternoon or morning?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Is it
sir.
afternoon for you or morning?
It's 12 in the PM in here.
12 p.m.
Yes, sir. How's everything?
Oh, everything is good. I overslept. I'm half an hour late in my stream. So I hope things turn out good for me today. But anyway, I'm very happy to hear you again today.
Yes, sir. Anytime. So, how do you feel about this lineup?
I don't think. I mean, if you look at the lineup that we have, pretty much the back four, I'm setting with it. Look at the attack. We have Neto in there, which I'm pleased. I don't see Madueke in there. I don't know what's the reason behind that, but Madueke is not in there, probably taking a knock, which, it's about time he go on the bench too. He's not on the bench either, but I think this lineup can win us the game. The only difference is it looks like Caicedo will be shifting to the right back position.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So he's going to be in the same position Gusto was in against Liverpool.
Against Liverpool, there you go. Caicedo in advanced row. If you look at these two players, defensive duty, probably he's not going to be in advanced row because I don't know how good he can be play in that advanced role compared to Enzo Fernandez. But the problem is Enzo cannot do that defensive duty very well as good as Caicedo can do. So Caicedo will be the player to do that work, but maybe he might not be finding himself many times in that position.
I don't know. It's just when you see Fofana starting over there, you start to think Caicedo has to get back a lot and then get forward as well. That's a lot of up and down,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how.
Maybe they can restrict him to get to the halfway line and not to pass it. Get in the halfway line and you draw back instead of going beyond it for him to waste so much energy. Because I'm not so sure who else they can bring out. They can bring back from the bench to play in that role. Who do we have on the bench? Tosi can play that role also. Badishir left. Maduiki's on the bench. I'm very happy for that. I think it's about time to put him on the bench. Nkunku also on the bench. Joao Felix on the bench. Modric also on the bench. So Viega, I don't know. Can't he play the right back role? He's a left-footed player.
Not a right back role. He's not as mobile, but he in that position. To be honest, in the Enzo position, Nkunku should be there. Really, we need end product at least if you're gonna be in those positions. That Nkunku will bury those chances.
Yeah, that end product is never going to come from Caicedo. I don't think so.
Personally, I will start Nkunku where Enzo is.
This is very interesting.
And Fofana, I don't know, man. That's your guy, You love this guy, innit?
Fofana.
Yeah, you're the Fofana lover, innit?
No. It's what's his name? It's done.
You, man.
It's done. Dan is Fofana's best friend. And
my God.
But I have to give him that respect when it's due. It's been outstanding. But they've managed his injury very, very well. Only play for the Premier League. He doesn't play in any other competition. But the time is ticking where we'll be playing at least 3 games in a week. So maybe we might see him playing 2 games in a week instead of 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we get into that stage where the games are all going to be piled up and you can run away from it. So Fofana can run away from it. All right. Very, very
We
interesting.
bought this guy in 2016, you know, and we're still suffering from this guy.
Yeah, but what about Reece James, bro?
Yeah, but Reece James delivered stuff for us. Like Fofana's just getting his feet wet and getting started, you know. It's just, and then you have guys like Tosin, yeah, who plays the actual captain role very well, and they're not seeing the start. You know, it's crazy. But anyways, it is what it is.
No.
They have their specifics and the guys that they want to be the leading men. But it's just that you need to make them look good as well. You know, overplaying them doesn't help them. You know,
Hmm.
it's just gonna split fan bases. You need to make them look good. They need to be looked at, finishing stuff, you know, doing things properly, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Overplaying them doesn't help, and there's going to be a lot of competition. Health wise, I think they've done the right thing to not overplay. The same thing with was the Cole Palmer. They're managing him also very, very well. And just, but what do you make of Cole Palmer's performance so far? Do you think that is deep down, or because the pressure is not on him, is we're not seeing him that explosive as he was last season, end of last season, and maybe beginning of the season? He's been a bit quiet.
I hate to be that guy, yeah, but his football has improved even more
Mhm.
because now the Pep formula is so real, yeah, that he sees himself because a lot of the times when guys like Bernardo Silva and David Silva came, yeah, they started as right wingers, you know, regular right wingers, and then they turn into the tens from time to time,
Yeah.
and then they drop deep, and then they do the eight work. For example, David Silva, they all started from the wing to drop in deep in the eight,
Yep.
and they're very small players. They're not physical players. They they're cunning. They're very smart. So Bernardo Silva type is the formula that Cole Palmer has to follow in. It's kind of like a cocoon, you know.
Cocoon that
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
himself.
yeah. If it transforms eventually, you know. So
Yeah.
he's become even more important than just a guy that scores and assists.
I
So and it's the same formula for Foden.
feel
So
folded.
those players they've gone better with time. It's just that now they do like three people's jobs at the same time. In the way they cover ground, it's crazy. God, it takes a lot of intelligence. Not many players. You don't really get English players that are that good at that level. We don't have many. There hasn't been many.
But I mean, speaking of Phil Foden, his performance hasn't been that brilliant with the national team. I think it's more suitable with a specific manager, which is we all know Pep Guardiola. But they are struggling now, and I can't really tell what the main problem is with our defense, midfield, attack. And we all talk of Rodri. And Rodri could be the guy that missing link, but it can't be Rodri. But it is very bad right now for Manchester City, and it cannot be
Yeah, but
without
the
the
thing,
service of
yeah, but
Rodri alone.
those players, yeah, they need a strong six and they need a strong nine. A strong six, yeah, that can back them up, and a strong nine that can actually hold the ball. Because those players, yeah, they after a while they lose momentum, they lose confidence after so many times. That's so for them, they need to see end product as well, like on both sides of the pitch.
Right.
So for when you have Rodri there, yeah, you're not worried that much. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
England doesn't have a Rodri,
I agree.
and they don't have a nine that they can trust like that. You know, a nine that can hold the ball or head the ball on. They don't have that. So when the line is sharp, from when the line is not fixed, players like Cole Palmer and Phil Foden, they're gonna have on and off games.
Right, so let's we have Tyrone joining us here from the Chelsea section YouTube channel. Big up to you, Tyrone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever time it is. I'm not so sure of your time right now, local time, but how are you? How are you doing today?
I'm actually good.
Yeah, you sound better.
Yeah. Um, yeah. The lineup surprised me in some ways. Wasn't expecting to see Caicedo, Enzo, and Lavia playing, although they may not be playing in the same area of the midfield. All of them obviously be playing in the midfield. At least that's what I think. Um, I feel like it would be a case where we keep a 3-2 shape when we're in possession, and you probably use Lavia and Casade because they're the more ideal options for, protecting the defense. And then you may have Casade could drop out to right back still, meaning that he could probably shift right to the right, and then you see Lavia come to be the right sided midfielder, and then Enzo comes deep because that's what you can see with those options, because he can be in an advanced role because we saw it against Leicester City, and then you may see him drop deep as well because he is still a midfielder, and even though he's not a defensive one, he still has to chip in with to do the defensive work. So I think that might be the case. A lot of people are unhappy. It surprises me because I wasn't expecting to see Neto starting immediately because Gusto has been starting, and I mean I don't know. It's to me, I think it's somewhat of experimental. I think probably it's a case where maybe he plays in the games that coming up instead. And I think it's about trusting the team. I'm just surprised that we're going with these options in this match. But it's a good team. It's not a bad one. Neto, I hope that he will cook because I think we missed his creativity against Leicester City. We created a lot, but I feel like we missed his presence in the team because he's been one of, if not the best winger we've had in recent weeks. So hopefully, he comes back into the team and he delivers, and hopefully scores a goal as well. Because I think he will benefit the attack especially, and he will take some of that pressure off Palmer as well. Because we've seen that Palmer gets targeted a lot by the opponents. So and even if he gets targeted, I think Neto will be able to step up and alleviate some of that work that Palmer is expected to do. So it's a good lineup. I'm just hoping that it delivers, and we don't have an off game, because I still have a weird feeling that there's an upset.
You could tell, right? You could tell. I had the same thinking. I was like, let me put my title this way. There could be an upset over here, but I hope it doesn't happen. What do you make of the goalkeeping department? Do you think that Enzo Maresca should have given a chance to Philip Jorgensen, who put up an outstanding performance against Heidenheim during Thursday in the Conference League game?
Um, yeah, I think he should have, but realistically I wasn't expecting them to do that because we have a lot of games coming up in this December period in close proximity as well. So I do think that he will be called into action to do that. And Sanchez is one yellow card away from being suspended. I'm not saying that I hope he gets a yellow card, but if that ends up happening, um, we could see Maresca being forced to make the change. I mean, it's not surprising. We saw that under the former manager as well, where the only time that he decided to drop Sanchez, well, and he had no choice in that matter, was because Sanchez got injured, and then Petrovic did so well that even after Sanchez returned, there was no reason to bench Petrovic. So I believe that over time Jurgensen will, because Jurgensen is obviously the younger one. He showed in the Conference League that he has better distribution. He does better. He does way better when he's under pressure by the opponents, because he made good passes. His distribution was off in other areas, but at the same time, I mean, it was way better than what we would see from Sanchez in recent weeks, and his reaction is way better. His decision making in terms of how to make the dives is completely different as well, and he's more attentive. So obviously he's a better option. I think he will overtake Sanchez eventually, but yeah, I would have wanted to see that happen, but I wasn't expecting Maresca to do that, because Maresca clearly sees Sanchez as the number one, even though he says there's no A team and B team. There's obviously an A team and B team, because why is Cassidy not starting then, if that's the case?
Recently, he did said that who knows. I mean, it means that there's an opportunity for Sanchez to be dropped, for Jorgensen to start, for I mean, to climb up into the first starting 11 role. He said something in the press conference. It was like, okay, the question was like, what do you make of his performance against Heidenheim, and do you reckon him starting one way or the other? And he said, I mean, right now he's already made that statement that Sanchez is his number one, but who knows, anything can happen in the future. So I feel like a time will come here, Sanchez will be dropped, or even when he gets suspended, one way or the other, we might see Philip Jorgensen jump in that position and play well. Also, another statistic that I just found out that Sanchez has have gained more yellow cards than he has kept clean sheets. Yeah, I think it's a 3 yellow cards right now, and he's kept 2 clean sheets. But my research is gained 3 yellow cards, 2 clean sheets, in his whole entire Premier League season so far. Makib, what do you make of this situation with Sanchez, the goalkeeping department, Sanchez and Philip Jorgensen?
To be honest, yeah, I fully agree with what Tyrone is saying. You know, like when it comes to Jorgensen, he's a better player, better at the feet. Like for the reason why we even bought Sanchez, because he was supposed to be good at the feet, and this guy's been showing it with the passes, even those through passes. I mean, the guy overall, he's better, and I would love to see a competition with him and Petrovic. And I think Sanchez is they're probably trying to get their money back for Sanchez, or maybe they're trying to like rack up his numbers so that he could still be valuable on the market.
You
Maybe.
think you think someone's going to sell buy Sanchez for over $35,000? I mean, 35 million, like Chelsea paid for him
Maybe
from Brighton.
maybe if we carry on playing him like this and then we get somewhere, maybe if we end up
Man,
being second or third at the end of the season, why not?
but it's not just that. You're going to look at his statistics. How many goals he's conceding each and every game? How many clean sheets has they put up in the season? All these, plays a role on
Yeah,
how a
but
goalkeeper is being sold.
yeah, but business is bigger than that. Business is bigger than that. A lot of things go into it, and
Yeah.
I think the same way they've managed, I feel like they're doing the same thing with Enzo because the RTI, I'd say the ROI is not coming up short, and he's the more he plays well, the more he can come back from it. But at the moment, it's looking like he would even be better on the loan. Let's say to like a top team that goes on in the that easily goes in the Champions League, like a Bayern Munich or a team that easily gets past. It will probably be easier for him. even Reece James.
Mm-hmm.
So all these things they take time. Like they probably might get their money back for them the same way they did with Havertz. His output changed when he left. It's not that the player's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's that what systems actually suit them.
Interesting. Looking at the formation, Tyrone, we did talk about Calcedo being pushed to the right back role. Makim and I discussed this earlier on before you joined. I felt like Calcedo is not going to pass the halfway line because we got Lavia over there who can also be more efficient in that final third row, and also we have Jadon Sancho also on the right hand side. Is it necessary that we have to have Casado bumping up to in advanced row, making it like 4 or 5 people in the attack? You think is it really necessary, Taro?
I don't think so. I I I don't think it's something that's necessary because we do have enough options. Well,
Okay.
already playing, that should be able to make the attack deadly, or the word that I want to use, it's evading me right now. But I think the other options, because I think we already have 5 players technically in the attack, or who can push up into the attack. Obviously, you have Jackson, you have Neto, Palmer, and Sancho makes it 4, and then you have Enzo that will be the more of the creative outlet of the midfield. So that is 5. I don't think we need Caicedo because Enzo is more of the creator. Caicedo can create because we've seen that when he would have done that for Jackson against West Ham or in other games where he makes good passes or he helps to in the build up to the goals that we've scored. But I don't think we need Caicedo because Enzo Fernandez is playing, and if he has a good game, and if he's able to make the passes and they're well weighted, then definitely you don't need Casado passing the halfway line in that sense. Or he still could, because I think it can be interchangeable. That's why I was saying that with playing with all 3 midfielders, it means that you can have Lavia and Enzo um, being the deeper options, and then you can have Casado being forward as well, and it can be interchangeable with Enzo as well. So I think that that's definitely something that could happen, but I do believe that it's more so Enzo being the one that will push up further, and then you have Casado and Lavia as defending protector as the deeper midfielders.
Well said. What said? I'm not so sure. How many more minutes for kickoff? About
But
25 minutes. Yeah. Yes, sir.
you know it's gonna happen though, isn't it?
What's going to happen?
Like
Okay.
Caicedo is gonna be booming on the inside from the right winger. He's gonna be
Yeah.
making inside runs. He's gonna be advanced.
But what about Lavia then?
He's gonna play the same position he usually plays.
Okay. Because they were able to keep majority, I'll say Sanchez, Cucurella, Cowell, Fofana, who we know they're always going to be in there. Consistency, we're going to have them. But Casedo also, I'm not so sure about him playing as a right back. Maybe there's something that they've been experiencing. Experimenting on the pit or on the training ground. So probably don't know how he's going to work. But sometimes what you practice on the training ground, it's not the same thing that happens on the pitch. It becomes a bit different because it's
It could
high.
work, me. It could work because he's a good 8. He's good at booming forward.
Okay. I'll take your words for it until I see the game. Then we cannot come back and say, hey, it did not work. We were not expecting this. We're not expecting that. It did not work. So something needs to change. But there's no harm in trying something. It gives more options for Enzo Maresca to know who to play when this person is not there. But what's the problem with Disasi? He's not in the starting lineup. He's not on the bench at all. Does it mean he's injured?
I'm not too sure,
Do you have any, Taro? Do you have any update on Disasi? Say.
Because the thing about the Sassy, yeah, it kind of confuses me because he kind of clashes with for the right centre back position because he has the qualities,
Mm.
he's good, but it seems like aerially, defensively, he's not as sound as Tosin. So now there's a clash between him and Tosin, and to be honest, outside of that, the Sassy has all the qualities to be starting, but Fofana is the one chosen at the moment. So Tosin um, and the Sassy can't properly have the battle because they're supposed to be battling out to see who's get to be the starter. But Fofana is clearly the one that's chosen to be, the main guy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
seeing anything on the
Colwell and
Sassy.
Badia. Yeah, because Colwell and Badia Shield, they're having their battles.
Yeah, Disasi's not there, and looks like his days are over with Chelsea. It looks like it because he's been playing the Conference League and the Carabao Cup games, but I'm not so sure if you don't find him in the on the bench. That means that either he's not well at all to feature in today's game. That is why he's not even on the bench because I feel like if he was ready or if he's healthy, it means that he will end up playing the right back and somebody else will be Caicedo will be kept in his main position.
Because he's better
Exactly.
on the ball as well than Fofana.
Mm. I wonder if it's like what I wonder if it's like what Tuchel said that one time about who was it? I think it was Tammy Abraham. He said that we only have certain amount of numbers of persons who can travel. Um or do we only have a selected amount of people that we can choose for the bench and in the squad? So he just missed out because of that. Probably something like that. I do feel as if the Sassy hasn't done enough to really be on the bench as an option, or to start in recent games. But that's down to the fact that he's been playing as a fullback. I don't know why they're so adamant that he plays as a fullback rather than as a centre back because I can't recall the last time we've actually seen him play as a centre back. It's always as the wider
The last
centre
time
back
you've
or as
seen him play,
the fullback.
the last time we've seen him play centre back was with Silva.
Mm.
But Disasi actually started
So
playing as a striker. He used to be a striker before he dropped
Yeah,
down to
that's when he was young, though, wasn't it?
yeah.
But I'm saying he was our second best defender besides Silva, and the Badia Shields and all of these guys came along, and then this guy suddenly he's not starting as a centre back.
mm. It makes sense because he scores goals and the way that he strikes the ball, he doesn't look like an average centre back.
We need to Chelsea need
Yeah,
to
yeah, he's
score
not.
at
He's a
least.
very good centre back. He's a Van Dijk type. He's a Van Dijk Konate type.
Mm.
Disasi.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's fair to write him. No, I, I
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it's
I
fair
mean,
though because
Fofana is ahead
he's
of him.
not played that man.
Fofana is way ahead of him in that pecking order, but I don't know.
Like, do you know how real it is? The Sassy is has a higher ranking in the French squad than Saliba in the most years.
That's weird. Isn't it?
Mm.
Surprising.
Yeah, yeah.
But the boys have to score more goals today if they want to be in the second place. I was looking at the number, the goals difference, and Arsenal put in a lot of goals yesterday. So the boys have to score 4 goals to be able to make it to the second place. Because now Arsenal and Chelsea on this have if Chelsea wins, then it means they're going to have the same point, but goal different. Arsenal will be ahead of Chelsea in the second place.
Yeah.
I
and
hope we put on Jao Felix
Felix.
at a certain time because seeing him and Cole Palmer play, it made sense. When Palmer
Felix.
dropped deep, there was someone helping him bring the like transition. It was good. It was good to watch.
If you put Felix in, you need bodies around him because he's not strong at all to stand the physical players in the Premier League in the defense. They bullied him a lot. Technically,
I think
yeah,
that's a
he can
myth.
swing past, he can finish, but then he
Nah,
50-50
that's a
balls, he's
myth,
not going to win
man.
them for you, Makim. Felix is not
Nah,
going to
that's
win
a
those
myth.
balls.
This guy, he wins with duels. He showed it in the last game when he played left wing that he
Yeah.
can handle the physicality. He tracks back and everything, and he's a senior player. He's a lot more stronger than a lot of them. He's strong now. We don't need to worry about that.
Said McKean said we do not have to worry about the physical attributes of Joao Felix. He is better. Let's see how it pan out today in today's game. Let's hope that it gets better for us. I think
All we need is a big man. If all we need is a big man up front to bring the ball down and watch Jao Felix and Cole Palmer just cook. That's it. We don't. It's all troubles are done. Just win second balls, get a big man. That's it. The job is done because these boys are already good.
All right, so let's get into the prediction lineup. No prediction. Predicted scoreline. Prediction lineup. Predicted scoreline. Let's go for McKean again. I know we've already done this.
4-2
4-2.
to Chelsea.
4-2 Chelsea. Wow. Right now.
Remember I told you that the other day.
Yeah. It's a 4-2 Chelsea. Let's go to Tyron.
Yeah,
Tyron.
yeah.
What do
I'm
you?
not changing it.
Man, my last prediction was way off. I said 4-0. We
Yeah.
got 2-0 instead. So probably I'm gonna try this instead. We're going to win 8-0, so that way we win 4-0 at the end of the day because it's two times less. We won two times less against Heidenheim, and I said 4-0. So I'm saying 8-0 this time, so we can win 4-0. But seriously, on a serious note, I'm saying 3-1.
I'm going 2-1. I'm going 2-1 Chelsea. I'm
There's
going
a
2.
mistake in that defense, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. It will happen. There's a mistake in that defense. That's why I went 2-1. At least the boys who it will be 1-1 in the first half,
If
and
it's
then Chelsea have an extra one. Cole Palmer goal in the second half, and that will seal the game.
if it's not the goalkeeper, probably Fofana.
If Makim, you're lucky that Steven is not here. He's a Fofana backer. He'll back Fofana. Anyone that goes against Fofana, he'll back him up. But like I said, I'll give him that respect because his performance has been good. He hasn't put a foot wrong this season compared to 2 seasons ago where he was making too many mistakes, way too many mistakes under I think under Thomas Tuchel, if I can remember. At Champions League against in the Champions League also, he made so many errors, and I hope it doesn't happen again. I'm not gonna keep you guys here for way too long. I'm sure that it's very close for kickoff, right? Isn't it? Very close for kickoff. Probably about 10 minutes time.
Around 40 minutes, something like that.
14 or 40 minutes. 14, right?
Teen, 14.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Smash the like button.
I don't know. To be honest, yeah. How did you think of the reserve they performed in the last game against that German team?
The final third was lacking. The final third was lacking. They played very, very well. The German team also put up a fight, but we should have scored more goals than we did. We should have scored more goals. The finishing was still a little lacking. McGee, I don't know, man. This guy's run and his movement doesn't really impress me. It doesn't really impress me
He's
in
good,
that
man.
game.
He's
He's
very
been
good.
good in other games, but that against Adihine, it wasn't really impressive.
He needs more minutes, man, because taking him off because he only played like 50 something minutes.
But he's
He
not
needs
gonna.
more.
He,
Yeah,
would
but we
you?
wasn't playing well either. They was pressuring the team.
Yeah,
Like then he could barely get an attack, and the ones he got, yeah, they were scuffy. It wasn't like clear chances, you know.
let's go to what do you think, founder of Chelsea section, Tyrone? What do you make of it?
Sorry, what do I think of what?
Makim asks, Makim, can you repeat your question again if you can, please?
No, I was saying that
Uh, uh,
Mark is not a bad player because his trajectory, yeah, is to be like it's the same. He has the same ceiling as Omorodian and all of those guys, you know. Because the last game he needs time. He wasn't given enough time.
Yeah, he was
If he
asking of his
played,
McGee's performance against Heidenheim, or the whole entire team's performance against Heidenheim, the second string team. What do you make of it?
I don't know if it's my connection, but I wasn't hearing what was being said.
yeah, but either way, yeah, even what I'm saying, yeah, it's like if we don't give these players yeah the chances, yeah, like we thought we was gonna see Tyreek George, and we
Yeah.
didn't. Do you get what I mean? By the time that we did, it's like very little, you know. So there needs to be some type of rotation going on. The pressure needs to go around.
Yeah.
Because look now, Sancho's starting again. He played the last game, so I feel like if we do that with many more players, it should be nice.
I mean, who else could you put in there to start? Or probably Sancho's not going to play 90 minutes. And remember, Sancho was out for 3 games due to injury. I mean, not injury, illness. So he was out for 3 games. So I feel like he is getting back. They have to warm him up for the Premier League game today. So they made him play the Conference League game to warm him up for and get him ready for this game. That's my reason why I was like, okay, why is Sancho starting the Conference League game?
We need to keep Sancho though. We need to keep him. We have to, the price is too small. We have to keep him.
You think you've done enough to be for Chelsea? I mean, Chelsea have no choice anyway because it's
Exactly. We have no
mandatory
choice. It's an obligation, not an option.
obligation.
It's
Yeah,
obligation. You can.
obligation to buy.
You have to.
So whether he plays well or
That means
doesn't, the
you're
number of
confident
games
he
he's
will.
playing. What was that, Tyron?
No, I'm saying that they must be confident then that he's going to.
I'm not so sure if Maresca during Maresca time at as Manchester City, he did work with him. I'm not so sure, but I can remember seeing Lavia and Palmer when Maresca was there with Manchester City. He worked with these two players for a while. So,
I
or
just want
maybe
one more player from City. I just want one more player.
who's that?
Rico Lewis.
Oh,
You get Rico
that
Lewis,
guy is
I'm
horrible.
okay.
No, it's not good enough, McKean. It's not good enough. It's just been
That's
hyped.
what we said. That's what we said about Copama.
Bro. No, I didn't think that Kopam. I didn't think we said Kopam was not good enough. To me, I never said anything because I didn't know much about that player. I didn't know much about him.
45 million.
I could remember
And we
that FA
barely
Cup
seen him.
goal. Yeah, I remember that FA Cup goal he scored against. I think the FA Cup when he was with Man City. I remember that goal. But besides that, I haven't seen much of him. Besides the under 21 games that he was playing.
We was I remember you was one of the guys, or is it DJ Savia that said, "Oh, we wanted Oscar Bob. Oh, why are we getting this guy?" I
No, it was
remember
DJ.
it was
No, it was
someone in
DJ.
there.
DJ was more about these owners and these owners. Instead of them to go and bring in a prolific finished article, they went and bring in these young players from here, from there, from there, from there. Was DJ, it wasn't me. I didn't say much about Copa because I knew nothing about him. But big up to you, Rich Moneymakers. Just everyone hit the like and subscribe. It's free and it's just a good lineup, except the goalkeeper. Absolutely, we've already talked about the goalkeeper, Rich Moneymaker. But yeah, to be honest with you, I never knew much about Cole Palmer until they brought him to the football club, and I didn't have much to say about him. But Rico Lewis, oh my goodness, I don't know if Pep Guardiola is wasting these players, but he's making the guy look bad as a player. He's tactically he's getting better, but defensive-wise, it's not good. To hold on to the ball, he's good, but defensively, he's not. If you look at the way City have been conceding goals with Rico Lewis in the game,
You don't get any these players. He's training them to be Spanish. You don't get it.
but that's the problem here. You play English football.
But Rico Lewis is equivalent to Gavi from Barcelona. It's the same thing.
I understand.
Rico Lewis can fit in the same position. You can swap them out and not see the difference.
But what I try to say is, Pep Guardiola have changed a lot in English football. The style of play, everyone is playing that way. But
that way, is making them be good in everybody else's way. Every player that leaves City from that system, they can play good everywhere and anywhere. Like they can play anywhere. So like his formula is not bad, but I don't know. Maybe he needs to like replace his players. Maybe he's run them dry. Maybe he's having a Jurgen Klopp moment where Mo Salah and Mane, that wasn't working like before with the Robert Firmino and stuff. Where they became too old for what's happening, because it's looking like KDB is looking like that at the moment. It's looking like they need a new spurt of energy. And Rico Lewis and those guys, their time has been wasted when they can do stuff. I don't know if he doesn't have confidence in them and in Oscar Bob and all of those guys. I don't know what's going on over there. But there needs to swap. There needs to be some new blood over there.
But Pep Guardiola said if he can't change the way they're playing and the way they're losing games, he's going to end up leaving the football club. Don't you think maybe?
Because he's thinking, because he's probably thinking, oh, I don't want to reteach these players from scratch, because it was already hard as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just want one that can just supplement. Then if it's that, then start somewhere. Then don't just, you get what I mean? I don't know.
Rich Moneymaker said we need to lower yellow cards, so we really put the players on for physicality and height. According to him, so we are happy that Amadou Onana not playing, but we need to take care of Kamala. Who's that player here? Let me go to my
Kamara. Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah. Let me go back to share screen, man. Over here.
Is Douglas Luiz playing?
Douglas Luiz is not there.
Oh, yeah, he left the Juve, innit? Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. He left to Juve. Let me see. Villa have Martinez, that dodgy goalkeeper. Martinez, Dean over here, Torres, Konsa. Also, he's been very, very good. Matikash, Kamara. Yeah, that Kamara guy is what Rich Moneymaker is talking about. Tillemans also. I remember that FA Cup goal with Leicester City. Bidas Rogers too is a good player. Joe McGinn, my Kings player, then Oli Watkins in there. So yeah, when Amadou Nana is not playing, midfield general, it's
Yeah,
not there.
that's a physical midfield.
Yeah, I say just win it. I mean, they got good players, but
Yeah, but it won't be a clean sheet.
it won't be a clean sheet. Chelsea won't get a clean sheet. That's why I said 2-1. We need to start scoring goals because Arsenal are scoring goals from all departments. Defense, our defense, McKim, I've said it many times. If Chelsea is going to score more goals, the defense at least have to register 10 goals in the season. The defense, not Cole Palmer, Fofana, and what's his name again? Levi Crowell. Those guys are never on target when they get in contact with the ball. Their head
No, but
never
Levi
on
Coble's
target.
not that bad.
Oh, bro, he's never on target. Off target all the time. Him and Fofana. And when I see those misses, it reminds me of Gary Cahill, John Terry. Those two all the time. That as when they get in contact with the ball in that 6-yard box, it's always going to be a goal. Never on target. So someone teaching these guys how to direct the ball when headed. It's never on target. So
Yeah, but you say that, yeah, and you defend the Badiashile, who's 6'7", yeah, and he can't even head the ball.
well, he's one of them. I'm not even mentioning because he doesn't start. It doesn't start in the game, but I'm talking about those that start all the time. Badiashile is one of them. He runs like when he's running, it makes him look like he's got some diapers on. He's filled that diaper with poop when he's running. Badiashile when he's running, he runs like someone with filled diapers in there. Like, man, you need to change his diaper.
Because he's the only reason. He's the only reason why Levi Colwell's starting all the time.
Yeah, because it's not putting up the competition. It's not there.
Yeah, he's not good. Yeah,
Yeah, he's not good in that. But his passing range is very good. Like 10-yard, 5-yard passes are very, very good. But
yeah, but if that was the case, yeah, we would play as a midfielder, and we're not doing that. You're a defender.
Right. He relies more of his distribution than recovery. His recovery is very bad.
Yeah. All right, Neat. I'm gonna leave you to it. The match is starting.
Okay. All right, my king. I'll catch you up right after the game. Peace. Take care. All right, guys. So we'll be back again right after the game. Enjoy it. See you guys later. Bye for now. That's it.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back